Welcome to my channel. My name is Matthias. Today we're going to talk about the Secret Invasion. We're going to finally finish this crossover. I did the first two issues, and now we're going to cover issues 3 to 8 and really focus on the lasting effects that this particular story had on the landscape of Marvel, because after this sort of sets up the whole Dark Reign era of Marvel that I really enjoyed. So without further ado, let's jump into this. So another cool thing that we get with the story is the return of Nick Fury. He had been missing in action for a real long time, ever since the end of the Secret Wars story that came out in the early 2000s, when he had sent a Black Ops team to Latveria to take down the leader of that country. It wasn't Dr. Doom, it was this other lady, but things go south with that mission and basically blow up in Nick Fury's face. He's not the leader of S.H.I.E.L.D. anymore. He has to go into hiding. Now he comes back with this new team with the Secret Warriors. And the Secret Warriors series was written by Jonathan Hickman, and it's a lot of fun. So I have to backtrack. I have to see if I find any compilation with that series, because we get the whole setup that Hydra had been controlling S.H.I.E.L.D. since the beginning, that S.H.I.E.L.D. has always been serving Hydra's interests all along. And we get this third secret organization called Leviathan that's part of the Soviet Union. It's really cool. I had a blast with it. Like, I normally don't like stories that revolve around S.H.I.E.L.D. and spies and stuff like that, and that one had me hook, line, and sinker. So, like, go read Secret Warriors. It's a lot of fun. The first character that I wanted to talk to you guys about is Norman Osborn. During this story, he's the leader of the Thunderbolts. That particular Thunderbolts run with Norman Osborn, it's really awesome. It's very dark. It's very bleak. Always during most of the Thunderbolts series, there's always a focus on redemption, because most of the characters on the team tend to be villains that are posing or trying to be heroes. In this case, no one on the team feels like they're going to reach redemption. Everyone's very broken, and everyone's being manipulated by Norman Osborn. And what happens at the end of the story, again, like spoiler warnings, this came out a while ago. Norman kills the Skrull Queen. He's seen on national television, and from being the leader of the Thunderbolts, he's put as the leader of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then later on, during the Dark Reign, he's going to have his own Avengers lineup. Most of the members of the Thunderbolts are going to get folded into that Avengers lineup. It's going to be the Dark Avengers, and he's going to create a Thunderbolts team with all C-list characters that both runs, the Dark Avengers and that particular Thunderbolts run, at least for me, were really fantastic. And it's all set up very well in this crossover. Another cool thing that we get out of this crossover is the rise of the Hood. So the Hood is the leader to this criminal syndicate, and he's been the main antagonist to the New Avengers during that whole run. And he sees this alien invasion being really bad to business. So he calls onto his villain army and joins forces with the heroes' battles against the Skrulls. And what happens after this crossover, he actually forges an alliance with Norman Osborn, who I mentioned previously, becomes the leader of S.H.I.E.L.D. And he's super loyal to Norman. He's going to get a place as the director of the Initiative, so he's going to pop up in the Initiative series. That particular story arc, it's actually a lot of fun. The whole Initiative run, it's one of the best runs ever. If you haven't read the Initiative, go back and just read that from issue 1 to, I can't remember how many issues long it is, but again, the whole run is super solid. One thing that sort of got me worried during this crossover was the return of Captain Marvel. I was really hoping that they hadn't brought back the original. So it was a relief to discover that he was actually one of these Skrull sleeper agents, that he discovers that he's a Skrull, but his Captain Marvel identity is so strong that he actually betrays his people and fights against the Skrulls, and actually inspires Marvel Boy, who was sort of a villain. He was sort of hell-bent on destroying Earth when he arrived, to become a hero. And after this, Marvel Boy is going to become the Protector. First, he's going to join the Dark Avengers, but then later on, he's going to join the Avengers. So that character is going to have a pretty interesting evolution. Another thing that I wanted to mention, that it's pretty obvious, but the art is freaking fantastic with this story. Leinil Francis Yu knocked it out of the park. And you could say an insane amount of characters in each panel. Like, he just does a very meticulous job. And we get a lot of these 2-pagers where you see a shit ton of characters. Nothing feels rushed. There's a lot of detail. And he does a lot of these. Sometimes when I see a story that has too many of these 2-page illustrations, I feel like maybe they're trying to put in a lot of filler, but in this particular story, everything feels earned. It's very well done. It adds to the story. It adds to the epic nature to it. It also feels like the stakes are very high during this whole story. Bendis and Leinil did an incredible job with the Secret Invasion. So I'm going to leave this video here. I hope you guys liked it. No more Secret Invasion videos because I've done an insane amount of videos on this crossover, but it's one of the best ones ever done by Marvel. So I hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time. Bye.